Hello, what's up guys? How you doing? It is Lasty here. Welcome today to a new FIFA 18 Ultimate Team player review. Today we're going to be looking at the in-form Asensio. So, the Spaniard who plays his football for Real Madrid has been boosted by +2 to an 86 overall. His Path to Glory item has also been boosted to these stats, and well, he's a left-sided player, so a position change to his regular item on the game. He's now got 80 pace, 86 dribbling, 84 shooting, and 86 passing. 5'11", medium work rates. Of course, Asensio is left-footed with only a 3-star weak foot, but he does have 4-star skills. So I've got a couple of different squad options for you today that you could play the player in. Firstly, out as a left winger, so he's going to be right on the left-hand side, you know, out wide, ready to whip those crosses in and whatnot. And then, of course, we've got him in a forward position here in the 4-3-2-1, linking up to certainly some better players here with the likes of informed Gamero, Saul, even Pogba in the squad. It's a nice team where he can get involved in that striker action as like a third striker. So moving on into the in-game stats, I really wasn't sure what to expect because this is the first boost for a player like this, and I'm hoping for certain stats in certain areas, which I'm not really expecting when it comes to Asensio because I don't really expect him to be very quick. And to try and combat that, I've gone ahead and used the Hunter chemistry style today. I've gone full out and trying to just boost the pace and the shooting of this player so that he can be a bit of a threat in front of goal. And well, as you can see, we do get him up to the likes of 96 acceleration, and the shooting stats now go up to the likes of 97 long shots and stuff. So I was relatively happy with what we've done with the chem style today. Moving on into the clips then, you're going to see some of the shots that didn't quite make it, and then of course some of the goals that I was able to score with the Spaniard. And there's a rather long list of both positives and negatives, so that's sort of, I'm getting alarm bells to start with there, you know, because he's not all good, but there are some good things about him. So let's just crack on in and talk about those negatives first. Sprint speed. So we tried it with the Hunter today, and I've got to say it helped with the acceleration, but overall, sprint speed, I felt like I was getting caught up a lot by the defenders, and that's not good, especially when he's out wide. Kind of need to pull away from those quick fullbacks to be able to then whip the ball into the box, or of course make his way into the box to try and shoot. And also because we haven't tried to boost anything in the dribbling department, his agility and balance stats, what I would class them as just super average. He doesn't necessarily feel brilliant on the turn and stuff, and yeah, just average in that department for sure. And then it's a similar thing with the stamina, you know, he's in the late 70s for his stamina, which means that he's not necessarily going to last all game long, and that can be a huge problem. You know, I need my wingers to be super quick all game long, and they can make the difference for me towards the end of the match. And if Asensio can't do that, then maybe he's not the right player to be out on my wing. Just something to bear in mind, of course. He's not very strong, but we don't expect that at all. And he does only have a 3-star weak foot. I mean, that doesn't necessarily come into effect because, let's face it, we're playing him out on the left-hand side. We can low-driven our shots past the goalkeeper, so I'm not too bothered about the 3-star weak foot, but I wouldn't want to really be taking shots on it, that's for sure. So now, moving on into the list of positives, because this definitely isn't all doom and gloom. It was a fun player that I actually kind of enjoyed using, but he's just not my normal type of player on the game. Like I mentioned briefly earlier, we did get his acceleration up to very usable levels. 96 makes him get off the mark incredibly quick, but then I feel like it's just almost slowing down as he arrives at full sprint speed. And despite having low agility and balance, or average agility and balance, Asensio, his dribbling and first touch of the ball are pretty awesome, and he does move with the ball nicely. So he keeps it nice and close to his feet, which is going to, of course, help him get past defenders. And the fact that he has got 4-star skills at his disposal, that can be very useful, especially as a wide player. Now, you guys might want to, you know, potentially move this guy into a cam in-game. I've done that a couple of times here, and I noticed that he is a far better cam than he is a winger. So a good option for a potential move in-game if you are the sort of person to switch formation, you know, during that 90 minutes, then that's a great option for Asensio because his positioning is good. His work rates seem to do pretty well for him. You know, he's not always trying to help defend by getting back and stuff, and he does feel like part of the attack, which is exactly what I want this player to do. I know that he's got really good stats in the passing and shooting department, so that's exactly, I need him to be up there, to either creating or scoring goals. And he does both of those things pretty well. His vision and passing stats are awesome, and especially the short passes, you know, the little 1-2s and stuff, they work really well. However, he can ping a cross in, and he can get a nice amount of whip and curve behind the ball there. And that's going to also help in his shooting, because not only has he got great shot power, and his long shots are fantastic, but you do get someone who's got a lot of curve, so the odd finesse shot is going to work really well as well. So overall, he's definitely a bit of a hit and miss for me, I'm not going to lie. I prefer to move him in-game into a central position where he definitely thrives a bit more. I don't think he's got quite enough killer instinct and pace out on the wing, if I'm honest. That would be my final review. So let me know, guys, what do you reckon of Asensio's inform? Is he right for your ultimate team? Thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time. Peace.